What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and it's a nightmare. It's a complete nightmare that Chris Arreola gets another shot, his 89th title shot, and to become the first Mexican heavyweight champion. It's like, come on. How many fights can this man lose and keep getting put right back in a world title fight? This has got to be a world record. I have never seen anybody lose by stoppage and be thrown right back into a world title fight. It's like, are you kidding me? Chris Arreola, and I like Chris Arreola. He's a cool dude. It's just that I don't think he should be getting a shot at the heavyweight championship of the world. That makes the heavyweight championship of the world look ridiculous. It's like it means nothing now. If anybody, you could win, lose, or draw, buddy. Guess what? You get a shot. It's like, then what's the fight for then? The winner gets this. It's like, no, he don't. The loser can get it too. There's no reward. I mean, they are finding ways to poke holes in the sport and make it ridiculous. When you try to change to what you think the fans want, is when you lose the fans. Every sport that has done that end up suffering. They have success for a while, and then it goes to suffer. The NBA decided, you know what, we need to move the three-point line in to increase scoring. Yeah. Then they moved it in and seeing how ridiculous the game was, and then they couldn't control it as much because they moved the three-point line in, and it wasn't increasing the scoring of the game. It was making the game convoluted and sloppy, and they're like, this isn't working because now we can't really control it. Anybody can just hit a three now. We got a center out here shooting threes, and it's going in. This is not what we planned. Let's back the three-point line back up. So now they back the three-point line up. Back to where it's originally supposed to be. But now they said, this is what the problem is. We got to change the rules. Now we got to change it so that you can't do this and can't do that and make it easier for people to score. So we can just have high-scoring games all the time. That'll be great. And now basketball looks like a JV league. And instead of a place where it's the prime national basketball, the best playing the best. And that's what's happening now. We're starting to try to form action-packed fights that are over quick. We're seeming to want the quick result than the best result. Let's just make it a fight. Who cares? He's got a name. Let's just make the fight. Because the fans want to see it right now. See, when you start giving them what they want right now, you know what they're going to want? They're going to want more. They're going to say this isn't enough. We need more. It's like a kid. They're never going to be satisfied. You take them to Disney World, they're going to be happy for that moment. But when they go home, they're going to want more. They don't want Disney World. You just took them there. Now you got to outdo Disney World. And then they're going to be like, well, this ain't happening. Oh, what they doing over here? They're juggling. I'm going to watch this. And then you start declining. Because you started off on the wrong path. Boxing problem is you need to fix what was broken. Don't fix what wasn't broken. Just because a fight goes 12 rounds don't mean that it's boring. It's boxing. It's not UFC. We can't just go in there and make slaughter fights and have people get knocked out and be like, oh, right, he's outstanding. Then he goes into a main fight and gets obliterated. Why is that? Why is that? And then you know what happens to the people that was following him? Oh, he was a bum. And they go right off to the next thing. You need to have the best fighters fighting the best fighters at the right time. The rankings should matter. The rules should matter. Then the belts will start to matter. But when when you are letting social media dictate everything that you make and put out to the public, you get results like this. Sloppy, not worthy fights. Now, will Chris Arreola and Deontay Wilder be a good fight? Yeah, it may be a good fight, but is it a fight that is earned? No. No. If I was somebody in the ranking system of heavyweight, I'd be like, no, why is Chris Arreola getting a shot? Hey, no. This got to stop. Because it don't make sense. You robbing these people. You know, if this game was the way it's supposed to be, Mauricio Herrera career, his family should be set for life. They should at least have a couple of million already put aside. But they couldn't. He couldn't hang up a world title championship in his house, beating the champion when he was the underdog, even though he won those fights. But the people know he won, but he didn't get his hand raised. And because of it, look at him now. He's losing to people he should have never lost to. Too many wars, mentally dejected, and no one will probably ever remember what he could have been and what he should have gotten. We're changing the wrong things in boxing.